we got to get into some topics. So let's talk about one of the rappers of this generation who recently said something that to me sounded foolish as hell. Young, and that was the name I was about to say, These Nuts. Young Thug said in an interview that he got more hits than Jay-Z. Did you get to see the clip of that?
Hold on.
Damn, son, you just hit with the wow effect.
But you know, he tried to clean it up at the end. But basically, he was like, "Yeah, when I can go on tour and I could do like 30 or 40 songs, and the whole crowd would know every single one of them. It won't be no songs that they don't know, because that's just how many hits I got." And he was like, "Ain't nobody out here who can really do that like me, you know, blah blah blah." He was like, "You know, Jay-Z can't do that, you know what I mean?" And I'm just thinking, like, first of all, no, you don't have 30 or 40 songs that everybody knows. You really don't. You think
nigga, I can't name two.
Right, you think you do.
I don't think I can know the that.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know, y'all let us know if y'all disagree. If you're a Young Thug fan out there, if you know 30 or 40 of his songs, please enlighten us. But Jay-Z got, you know, way much more of a catalog than you, and he got way more hits than you. So, bro, quiet it down. But then, like I said, at the end, he tried to clean it up. He was like, "Well, I'm sure Jay got a lot of hits and stuff." But I'm like, okay, but you already said it. You know what I mean? The damage is done now.
Yeah.
You can't just say
Trash man.
You can't just say some junk like that and try to compliment sandwich that shit out. You know what I mean? Come on. Don't do that.
Yeah, you did one of these.
Right.
Falling, and I can't get up.
That's what you did, son.
You know?
Pretty much.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, y'all let us know if y'all agree. Does Young Thug have that many hits that we just don't know about? Because I swear I don't know.
What's up with him just coming at everybody?
I don't know.
And honestly,
yeah, this outcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, like I could understood with that one. I could understood if it was like an NY rapper, because I know how they've been. Some of them be about NY for good reason. I mean, I understand that, but yeah, like you do from like he made it where you can actually do what you can do like now.
Right.
You gonna diss that guy.
Yeah.
You dissing the guy that pretty much, you know, making sure that you can eat.
Yeah.
Like,
and then have noticed that he didn't know none of his songs. Bro, cut it out.
Nah.
Cut it out.
Because everybody know, hey, y'all. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Hey, y'all. Everybody know that.
They know more than that.
Shit. Sorry, you know. Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Shoot. I can go all the way back to Southern Playlist.
Yeah, I'm about to say. Yeah, Players Ball. Yeah. Shit, every Christmas.
Exactly.
Every Christmas. All the time, players. There's a place to run.
He'd be in denial. You play a bunch of Outcasts, he'd be like, "No, I ain't never heard that.
Shit.
I ain't never heard it."
Shit, you throw your hands in the air right now.
In the air.
And wave them like you just don't care. And if you like fish and grits and all that pimp shit, you say,
"Oh yeah, yeah."
Now, yeah, you play that right now.
Man, what?
Everybody wild out.
Come on, man. I ain't got time for that. But I think he just clout chasing.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I mean, that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but he seemed like he clout chasing. For him to come out his mouth and first say something ridiculous like he didn't know none of Outkast songs, and now to say he feel like he got more hits than Jay-Z, really?
Come on, man.
And I mean that's the second part of it. I mean, the first part is saying he got 30 or 40 songs that he could play back to back and everybody would know it. Nah.
First of all, like, are you talking about like right now?
Right.
Because everybody supposed to be at home right now with this COVID shit.
Right, of course.
So who's out here?
So they basically, I think the question that was asked of him was about going on tour versus album sales, and you know that's where you really get your money, by going on tour.
Oh yeah.
And so he was like, yeah, you know, and just started bragging and boasting about how, you know, he got so many songs. He specifically said 30 to 40 songs that he could play back to back, and everybody would know every song.
Well, hell, the damn song ain't but about 2 or 3 goddamn sentences.
You know,
That's about it.
You know,
and then now truth be told, now I will have to say this: as an MC, as a performer, you have to carry yourself as if you're the best. So I can't get too mad at him on that.
Yeah,
I can respect him on that. Like what I'm saying, like, hey, I'm, this is me. This is the best. This is what you get when you see Young Thug. You getting this. This is what I bring this.
Yeah.
I'm the best. This is what you need.
Yeah.
I'm giving you this.
Absolutely.
So I understand.
I think you should definitely have high confidence and stuff like that. But once you bring other rappers' names into it and say, "Oh, I don't know none of their songs," or "I got more hits than him," to me that's a little over the line. That's just my opinion. But the younger generation now has a different understanding of stuff, so they might be cool with that. You know what I mean? The throwing shade at each other, they might be a little cool with that. But see, I'm from a generation where we didn't do that. You know what I mean? If you did that meant you went to war. You was ready for war.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But anyway, so let's go back and just talk a little bit about the fact that breakdancing is now part of the Olympics. That is dope. That's so dope to me, man. I cannot wait to see some breaking competitions because breaking is such a big part of the hip hop culture, man. I mean, it's competition at its finest, where after you battle each other, you can go hard as hell and still stand up and just give the other person some dap. You know what I mean? My man, you did a good job. Or, I did a good job or whatever,
Yeah, it was definitely, man, I really missed that scene, man. I was back in my previous college days when I was about 21, 22. I missed those days, man. Man, there was one time, there was like, God rest her soul, my sister, we ain't had nothing but maybe $2 in between us.
Okay.
Yo, we went to Mickey D's to get a burger. It's like, all right, we're gonna split this burger. Then this is back at this is back at 2001, 2002. I'm like, all right, so we're gonna drive all the way to we drove all the way to Greenville because this is where they were having this competition. My teacher that was teaching breakdancing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Doc. You know where he at. And shout out to my man Doc. And so we did. So it was a competition. No, you good. You had a competition there.
Yeah.
So we seen the competition. My teacher, he did his thing. He didn't place. Yeah. There was a group called Swoon Unit. Swoon Unit was getting big back up.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? They were blowing up. They had a crew, but they was I think the lead guy was Asian, and they had a white guy that would rap. He was like,
okay.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But he kind of came along with them. But that was the crew.
Yeah.
And man, we were going back home. We were coming from Greenville. And what was crazy, we had some friends we wanted to take with us, but they were scared, oh no, I'm afraid. I'm cause black people.
Right.
But it was everybody, man, after the competition, man, people hugged.
Yeah.
There was dudes that didn't compete. And then, I did a little something because at that time I was only breaker for a month. I did a little something. They gave a little round of applause. All right, my man did something,
Yeah.
So it was encouraging. But yeah, we left after that. We had to call my aunt, to give us gas money, through the phone, with the debit card to get $15 of gas. Cause we ain't have but $2.
Right.
We're like, look, we gonna go.
Right.
And So we went and went all the way back to the house, man. This was 2 or 3 hour drive. Well, yeah, from Greenville, about 2.5 hour drive. Man, we woke. Man, the next one I was yo, man, that was fun. I kind of want to do that again.
Exactly.
Oh man, those are memories.
Man, those are the good old.
Yo, man, that was good memories, man.
I used to break dance, and it was so fun, man, when you got to battle somebody because it's the whole time you trying to, every day at some point you were trying to practice your moves so that once somebody finally was let's battle, you'd be oh shit, I'm ready. You know what I mean? So, me and this Puerto Rican kid I used to roll with in elementary school, we used to go around and battle. We wouldn't really be looking for it, but we'd be always just breakdancing, having fun with each other. Yeah. He'll do a move and be yeah, let me see if you can do this, and then I do something can you do that? And some people would notice us and be like, "Oh, we want to battle y'all," a little breakdance crew, and we would win every time. And me and him, the combination, man. I don't know where he at today, but man, we had such a dope combination, man. We would just do nothing but breakdancing. We didn't really do no electric boogie and none of that.
Yeah.
Mostly it was just breaking, windmilling. I mean, I could do the spider. I don't know if y'all know what that is. Yeah, I could do the turtle.
Yeah, that's what I could do the turtle.
I could do hand spins. I could do head spins. All of that, man. Man, it was just, I remember I didn't really stop breaking until, all of my friends around me kind of stopped. It was just like, all right, I guess nobody doing it no more.
Yeah.
But, I was such a scrawny little skinny kid that I was easily able to hold myself up and do a lot of the moves. But, now, now.
Can't do shit.
Yeah, I can barely stand up.
What was the most complex move you done? Can you windmill?
Yeah, I could windmill.
See, I couldn't get that yet.
I couldn't do it for a long time. I didn't have as much stamina, but I could do at least 2 or 3 turns.
Yeah.
But the most complex for me was actually the spider.
Yeah.
For me, that was like a hard move. So I would always throw it in there. I'd do some break in, windmill, and throw in a little spider. And, the most fun move for me, though, was like hand spins. You put your little sleeve over your hand and put it under you and just, man, I used to love that. I don't know why that was just like my favorite move, because just to feel myself gliding around effortlessly, especially when you're on weight like 50 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit, my move, like, I only did it one time. I did like the 19, I don't know, but down here, I don't know about that, but I guess it's, the 1990, like you come up and you pretty much, you doing doing a handstand, but before you kind of like slinging yourself up, so it's kind of like,
yeah. I never actually knew the name of that, but I've done it a couple times. But yeah,
I did the 1990, did the freeze on that joint. Mm-hmm. That was
the trick. If you could freeze,
you
was the shit.
I did that one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did that one time, and then let's see, but yeah, my favorite was like basically. Actually, I did like the butt spin. Mm. I was doing like the butt spin, and like it was one battle I was in. I mean, we sucked, all right, because but we was in this one battle, and basically, hold on, sorry, somebody. But I did the butt spin. This dude was like, "Yeah, man, I ain't seen the butt spin in like 20 years."
Yeah, man.
So you get right back.
Man, listen. But yeah, since I'm a little older than you, but my breaking days was like right around the time when you was born in the early 80s, between like 83 to 86.
Yeah.
That was it for me. It was nothing but breakdancing for them whole 3 years, man.
Yeah, well, when I went back to G-Tech when I was, at G-Tech the first time, I was losing weight. I was on my sister put me on this diet that, what I'm saying, it was like a 6-week body makeover.
Okay.
And what happened was, there were 2 cats out here, they were breaking in the student hall. So they was breaking. I said, man, these cats are pretty good, man. I always wanted to do this. So let me go over here and fuck with them a little bit. Like, all right, man, hey, I want to, do what y'all do, man. And he was like, yeah, man, you come over here, we do this. Like, yeah, I actually teach at the studio, blase.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, man. Like,
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, I miss those days, man.
I kind of wish I had a specific teacher for breakdancing. For me, it was always just trying to emulate what I saw. So I saw people out in the street doing it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to wait until I'm alone and just try it a few times until I figure it out. Or I would see it in the movies, like Shabba-Doo and all of them.
Shabba-Doo!
And I'm like, I got to figure this move out, man. And I would just keep trying until I got it.
Yeah.
So, I always wanted to have somebody who could say, okay, here, and talk me through it. You know what I mean? Because that's what I never had.
Yeah.
So that would have been kind of good, you know what I mean? But I still learned pretty good on my own. Because, if I was good enough to win, I think did something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was fun, man. I love it, man. Breakdancing is just so fun.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm so excited to see it at the Olympics. And like I said, I follow a few pages, man, where they break dance and all of that, man. And some B-boys.
Yeah, shout out to let me shout out Red Bull because they be sponsored them hard too.
Yeah, they
really
do one of the competitions. I think they still
really
do the Red Bull every year.
Yeah,
it's just specifically like a breakdancing competition. And that's when I realized that they were still doing it. When I saw the Red Bull, I was like, okay, so they still doing it all across the world. They were like, yeah, this dude from Australia, and this dude from Africa, and this dude from Asia.
It's really big worldwide. I mean, it became its own thing. I mean,
yeah,
but it's sad though because really, people like you and me, like black people, they not saying that all black people don't do it,
right?
But it's kind of like now niggas trying to get all flashy, all suited up, and gotta have the gators on, so we ain't about to scuff them,
right?
Yeah, what I'm saying. You see pimp niggas up there scuffing gators, right? Ain't happening.
Exactly. Yeah, man. But yeah, I love it, man. So but yeah, and then like you said, Crazy Legs, one of the original B-boy pioneers, is signed up to be a judge in the Olympics for breaking. So that's gonna be dope, man. That's gonna be dope. Crazy Legs, man. He's one of the pioneers, man. Straight out the Bronx. I would have loved to have met him. I don't know if he still lives in New York or not. A lot of them have moved on, you know what I mean?
Down south, like Atlanta, North Carolina.
Florida, all of that, man. Yeah, man. I don't blame him, man. New York was just such a rotting, cesspool back then. You know what I mean? So much, the drugs when crack hit in the 80s and all of that, man. The Bronx, and they had the fires in the Bronx where like the whole city was almost on fire. Kind of like what you see going on in California, except like the city itself, you know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't just trees and shit. Because you don't see too many of them in New York. At least not in the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, shout out to Crazy Legs, man. I'm glad he's doing that. Because somebody like him needs to be a part of that. He knows the culture.
Yeah, he knows the culture. I mean? He knows the steps and, what it has to take to get there.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to have any other famous B-boys as judges. I follow Crazy Legs on Instagram on my main page, and I think we follow him on the Try Hip Hop page. I think. I
need to follow him on my other page.
Yeah,
I definitely need to follow
because
Crazy.
he goes live sometimes. So I watch some of his videos, and he posts a lot actually.
He still dances or not?
I don't think he dances. At least none of his posts talk about it. You know what I mean? I don't think so. Anyway. He probably still got a couple moves, but he probably don't do it on a regular basis.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, shoot. You get a certain age and that shit out.
Yeah, he's done. He's paid his dues, so he can relax right now. He's earned his status. But yeah, and then so shout out to him. But before we close out too far, I want to talk about verses because there was an article I saw where Bun B from UGK. If y'all not familiar with them, they was a dope group out of Texas,
Houston.
Yeah, he said that. Matter of fact, Pimp C, who we talked about earlier, Pimp C was his partner in the group, who's now passed on. But he said that he thinks Outkast would be a great group for them to do a versus against, and I think that would still be dope, even if Pimp C's not here. I think that would be dope for them to still do that because I never really thought about it. He said that at first he wanted 8 Ball and MJG.
I think that would have been a good match.
That would have been good too. But he was trying to figure it out because, he was like, should I go up against just one of them or both of them, So now he's like, Outkast would be the perfect group.
Outkast would definitely be great. Either way, you're going to get... Not saying that MJG wouldn't been bad neither.
Yeah.
But as far as the South, I think UGK versus Outkast would be great. Because both groups were very impactful.
Yeah, man.
Very
definitely.
Impactful. 8 Ball MGJ was in a sense too. They are, but I think not. I don't think they had. I don't want to play him down. I'm just saying, I think they had a little bit more. UGK had a little bit more of an impact.
Yeah, they did. So and I hope that they actually do that, man. Because I would love to hear some classic Outkast. You know what I mean? Like we said earlier, man, they can throw on that Big Pimpin' with Jay-Z.
Big Pimpin', spin
cheese.
But see, that's the thing though. Outkast, well, at least on their, at least on Love, the Love, Love Below and Low End
Speaker Box.
Speaker Box, Love Below. They got some. I mean, they're not hits though, but they got some shit they did with.
Yeah, they could throw on that Bombs Over Baghdad.
Oh yeah, that's a rap.
Hey y'all, come on, man.
Yeah.
Man, that was a dope album, man. I like the fact that they just kind of did it as two separate projects all into one album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I really thought that was dope. So you really got a bang for your buck right there. So, but yeah, man, I would love to see that, man. Any other verses you been thinking about you want to see?
Well, I would still like to see if they do it. Like you said, I was about to say House of Pain. Damn. Kane and
Rakim.
Well, I mean that one obviously, but Tribe Called Quest versus Outkast.
Yeah.
Tribe. Yeah, I would like to see Tribe and Outkast. I think that would have been
if you
great.
just want to mix it up, have the New York style
And the
versus
Southern side.
I
think that would be good. I think that would have been good for the culture.
Right.
Period.
I agree.
Because
it ain't too many other groups that can really go up against Tribe, man. I mean,
nah, not Tribe and
sheesh. I mean, they could. I don't know, man. I mean, they could go up against somebody like a EPMD, but their styles are so different.
Yeah,
I think it would mesh better if it was Outkast versus Tribe.
Yeah, because they both have they
both got the off the wall
type of style. Yeah.
So EPMD would have to go up against somebody who's like strictly underground and hardcore and all of that. You know what I mean?
I could see EPMD going up against like NWA as far as like the they had both groups had like the funky beats.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, that's true.
Yeah, they had the funky beats and that P funk and all those elements.
Yeah, so I could see that. I could definitely see that. And I still want to see the Dog Pound versus CNN. That would be dope too. You know what I mean? So hopefully they they talk that one up.
And did Ashanti? I know she said she caught the COVID.
Yeah.
But any more?
They still doing theirs. I don't know. It's coming up in the first couple of weeks in January. They're still going to do that one, but I don't know any more details on it. But yeah, supposedly they're still doing it. I'm not really that excited about that one. Like I said, I mean they're cool, but neither one of them was that great for me. They were just okay. But yeah, man, I like what Versus is doing. Shout out to Swiss Beats, Timberland.
Yeah.
They really, doing something big for the culture, man. So, hell, for me, I think they should have them more often. I think it should be like every 2 weeks. It should be
to rotate them out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know because I kind of like the way they're doing it. As far as like because it kind of keeps it fresh. It kind of keep because if you do it every other 2 weeks, then it's like you got to find somebody. Then they got to agree with stuff, and then on their schedule and blase, and then it's kind of monotony. I think the way they got it now could it be a little bit more consistent? Maybe like every month, or or every 3 weeks or something. To keep it consistent, so
you'll know when to expect it, because they just kind of do it at random.
Yeah, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it the way they're doing it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to see what else they got. Under the belt. You know what I mean? So, but hey, just to remind y'all, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.
What's crazy though, we definitely got to shout out hip hop for this because I'm just what we did as black people, especially for this 2020, with the verses and shit.
Mm-hmm.
What we did, we basically took the pig guts and made chitlins.
Pretty much, man. Yeah.
You don't see raw people doing this shit,
right? Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you, and that's the thing. It would be interesting to see that. I would love to see, like, even though we lost Eddie Van Halen, I would love to see like a Van Halen versus, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not like a Led Zeppelin, but, you know, I'm trying to think of somebody.
Yeah.
Like an AC/DC. That should have been crazy.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, that should have been crazy.
Yeah. They should do something like that, man.
But if they do, you heard it here first.
Right.
God damn it, you heard it here first.
Yeah, there's still a lot of groups out there like Kiss who could put on the good verses. You know, so yeah, man, that would be dope.
Yeah, they actually bring their instruments, rock on the set.
Exactly. Man, listen. That would be wild right there.
Yeah, that would be wild.
Especially, man, and no disrespect, but white folks would lose their mind over them type of verses.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. Boy, Kiss came out there, goddamn played Detroit Rock City, and I'll tell you what.
My fucking head
blew off, goddamn. And then, like, you know, we have some, they played at Detroit Rock City. I was feeling, I had a little bit of the edge, you know? A little bit of the edge going on, doing cocaine in the back. And I was like, yeah, I like that.